Write 4.976 in the following decimal places. Now we've got the same number, 4.976, 4.976, 4.976. And the difference here is 3 decimal places, 2 decimal places, and 1 decimal place. So therefore, let's begin. We have 4.9726. We're told to write this in 3 decimal places. We will be considering 1, 2, and 3. Now, it's saying nothing about the 4th because it didn't say 4 decimal places. So therefore, this one will not be written, but it's going to be considered. Now, our answer, we will have 4.972. But you need to check the 4th one and confirm whether it's up to a 5 or more than a 5. So we can see that this 6 here is up to a 5 and more than a 5. Therefore, we will be adding 1. We'll be taking 1 from here and adding 1 to the 2. The reason why we're adding 1 to the 2 is because this 4th number is up to a 5 and more than a 5. Therefore, you to add 1 to the number just in front of it. So here, our answer is going to be 4.973, not 4.972. So we rub this off and we make this a 3. Excellent. Now here, we've got the same number, 26, and we're told that we should round it up to 2 decimal places. So that means we'll be considering this, we'll be writing down this, and writing down this. But we would not be writing down 2 and 6 because the question says only 2 numbers after the decimal point. And these are the 2 direct numbers after the decimal point, 9 and 7. Now, in writing our answer, we will have a 4.9 and a 7, but we need to consider the 2. Is 2 up to 5? Is this number up to 5 or more than a 5? No, it's not. And because it's not, we will not be adding a 1 to the 7. We're going to leave it just the way it is. So because 2 is not up to a 5, do not add a 1 to the number in front of it. So we will leave it as 4.97. Now, the last question, we have a 4.9726. We're told to write this in 1 decimal place. Therefore, we will be writing this 9, but we will not be writing this 7 to 6. But we need to consider the 7 because the 7 is just after the 9. Now, let's see. Now, our answer is supposed to be 4.9, but we need to consider the number before the second number. It says 1 decimal place. You need to consider the second one. So we'll be considering this number here, 7. It's 7 up to a 5. Yes, it's up to a 5. It's more than a 5. That means we'll be adding 1 to the 9. If we add 1 to the 9, it's going to give us a 10. And if that becomes a 10, it's directly going to affect the number in front of it, which is 4. So therefore, our answer here is going to become a 5. Now, you might be tempted to just say fine, is a 5, you leave it as a 5. Now, this will be wrong. The question says 1 decimal place. We would like to have 1 number after the decimal point. Only 1. If you leave it like this, there is no decimal point and there is no figure after the decimal point. So therefore, it is wrong. So you need to have a decimal point. And you cannot put 1 there because it's a 9. You added 1 to it became a 10. And that affected the 5. So if you put a 1 there, it's going to be wrong. So all you need to do is, it became a 10. So therefore, you add a 0. So the answer here is going to be 5.0. Though you might be considering 0 as not significant, but notwithstanding, writing it this way confirms that you obeying this rule. 1 number after the decimal point, that's 1. And then we can see that this is, you added a 1 to this to give us a 5. Now, this is going to be your answer, 5.0. Excellent.